Alright, listen up, homos, because I got a proposition for you. If you're gay, you need to join a throuple. I don't care who you are, I don't care if you're happily married, you better add a fucking third entire man into the mix. Or at least that's the hot take from whatever dude who wrote this article, 10 reasons every gay man should try a throuple once. If the title of this article were why I love being in a throuple or why my throuple is amazing, I would have been like, good for him. But it's not. The title is that you should be in a throuple, and it's like, that is just such an unfair expectation to put on me, because like, I can't even get one boy to pay attention to me. Now you're telling me I gotta go find two? Come on. So now that I, specifically, have been personally called out by this article, I don't feel bad about ripping it to shreds. So let's get started doing exactly that, starting with the caption of the article, which is, 2 heads are better than 1. Now, I'm no math expert, but shouldn't it be 3 heads? And I love the thumbnail, how it's 3 guys who are, I can all but guarantee, are not in a throuple. They're in a porn. But you know what? I'll be open to it, so let's click on this article and just give it a chance. Reason number 1, it forces you to work on jealousy issues. Okay. Not off to a great start. If I were ever to proposition someone into joining my throuple, I don't know that I would lead with, like, hey, do you want to confront your feelings of jealousy and innermost insecurities on a daily basis? And who the fuck is this guy? Did he take this selfie in The Matrix? Reason number 2, it forces you to become a better communicator. Isn't that kind of the same as number 1? Number 1 is, it forces you to work through your jealousy issues through communication. And then number 2 is like, it forces you to use communication to work through your jealousy issues. Also, it's not like this is specific to thruples. Communication is important in like every relationship, like not even just romantic, like platonic relationships, work relationships. So far, all this article has proven is that being in a throuple is just like being in a monogamous relationship, but harder. And for the record, I have nothing against thruples or polyamory. I'm saying this article specifically is trying to prove a point and it's failing at doing so. Reason number 3 is you can get different needs met by each partner. I don't really understand what that means. By having 2 partners, you are doubling the chances that your needs will be met. I mean, by that logic, why stop there? Add in another. Now you're tripling your chances of your needs getting met. Add in another, quadruple the chances. Oh, I got so many needs. Oh, my needs are so overwhelming and I need men. Reason number 4, 2 heads are better than 1. I shouldn't need to break this down. This is a stupid thing to have to break down. But in the phrase, 2 heads are better than 1, 2 is like another person and me. So 2, both of us, are better than 1, just me. Therefore, the phrase is specifically about 2 people. I'm no mathematical expert, but I'm pretty sure I'm right about this one. And if they misunderstood the expression, I understand, but they say figuratively and literally. Literally 2 heads. Meaning literally 2 people. How did this get published? Reason number 5, 2 shoulders to cry on. 2 shoulders equals 1 person. Look, I'm 1 person, right? 2 shoulders. Yo, I swear, I'm not trying to flex on anyone with my insane mathematical skills, but I'm pretty sure I'm correct about this. Now I know what the actual point is here. It's that instead of just having 1 person to like go to for your problems and stuff, you have a 2nd person. It's just like having 1 more confidant, which I already have a few of, all platonic friends, so I don't feel like this is, again, it's just not specific to being in a throuple. If you are in a throuple, yes, this is a plus side, but if you're not in a throuple, it's not like this is something that only a throuple can satisfy, so why is it on the list? But the real issue here is that it kind of fails to mention that you also have to be a figure of emotional support for an extra person now. See, that's what this article does. It takes the, like, objective stance of, like, you get to have 2 boyfriends and not you have to be 1 equal part of a 3-person relationship. And that stance is made very clear in the next point, number 6, which is cuddling. You get to be sandwiched between you and your men, with you as the meat in the middle. Which, of course, kind of objectively puts you, the reader, in the middle, like surrounded by these two hot dudes, when in reality, you probably don't get to be the middle spoon every single night. You know, you probably gotta take turns. I mean, what are the odds that a big spoon, a little spoon, and a middle spoon all find each other? Also, that sounds weird. Shouldn't it be medium spoon if we're going by sizes? But that sounds weird too. I don't know. Oh honey, the only spoons I know about are teaspoons. Yes! I'm sorry you had to see that. Reason number 7 is your family triples. Yeah, that's great, because everyone loves their in-laws. Surely there will be some family drama when you bring your 2 men home. Not only is he gay, he has 2 boyfriends. But hey, it's worth it. That's all we get for an explanation? Like, that's the band-aid you put on it? Hey, it's worth it. Sure, there will be some family drama, and it'll be a big disaster, and it'll end up with a screaming match that ends up with you cutting off communication with your entire family, but hey, it's worth it. And why did they use this generic-ass Shutterstock Thanksgiving picture? There's not even a throuple in it. There's not even men in it. Number 8, your friend group expands exponentially. I'm not sure how correct the word exponentially is here, but I've done enough math for the day, so I'm just gonna let this one slide. More boyfriends means you'll have more friends, so you'll always have someone to hang out with no matter what time of the day. Cause that's what I do when I'm bored at 9 AM. I go hang out with my boyfriend's friends without them. I mean, they're not wrong about this. Another boyfriend does mean more friends. I'll give credit where credit is due. So they have made one good point so far. Out of 8. Not a great track record so far, but there's still 2 more, so maybe they can turn this around. Number 9, you have an additional hand parenting. Whoa, 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 hold on. I thought we were talking about trying a throuple once. Now we're in it for the long haul, we gotta have kids. I'm out. We went from 0 to 100 real quick. We went from like, ooh, sexy cuddling to raise a fucking human being. Imagine being a kid with 3 gay dads. Doesn't that sound amazing? Not as amazing as being a horse with 8 gay dads. I'm also pretty sure that this picture is not of 3 gay dads. It's just 3 dads with their own kids. Why would they each have a stroller? So finally, we're at the end of the list. Number 10, the last and most important reason that you should join a throuple is the sex. Finally! Thank you, okay? Because this is what it's been about all along, right? This whole thing has just been all about wanting to have threesomes. Or if you're only in the mood for one, you just have one. Then what the fuck is the point of being in the throuple? How fucked up would it be if you were in a throuple and like all 3 of you were in bed at night and then the other 2 were like, hey, get out, we're not in the mood for you right now. Oh, and get a load of this next part. The author says, from the one time I was in a throuple. So he's not even in a throuple! The guy who wrote this article all about why everyone should try being in a throuple isn't even in a throuple. He used to be in a throuple, and then it didn't work out. So why would we listen to you? I just don't understand why this guy is like trying to sell us the idea of being in a throuple so hard. Like, why do you care? What, do you have stock in the throuple market? Well, that's the end of the article, and I gotta be honest, I've probably spent way too much time and energy into over-analyzing this thing than it was ever intended to be. It was published by Out Magazine like 3 months ago. They post like 20 articles like this every day. Every single bullet point has an ad attached to it. This was probably just posted to generate some clicks and some ad revenue. Like, it was probably only written in less than a half hour. I doubt there's anyone else who's like taken this article so seriously, or even read it at all. So the real loser here is me. Before I end this video, I just want to stress one more time that everything I've said today is directed at the article specifically, and I have nothing against throuples or polyamory. Honestly, I would be open to that if a situation like that ever presented itself to me. I'm probably gonna start by trying to find just one boyfriend first, and then go from there. Baby steps. So with all that being said, thank you for watching and listening to me rant about some bullshit that doesn't matter. If you are in a monogamous relationship and are looking to add a third, I mean, leave me a comment. I've always wanted to be a middle spoon, and hey, after all, 2 heads are better than 1. That's it.